Hi guys! Today, as you can tell by the title, I am doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I have seen this tag all over the internet, and every time I see it I'm like, oh yeah, I know my answers for this, like I should do it, and then I never do. But today I'm supposed to be studying. You can see my study stuff right there. So instead, I did my makeup, and then I was like, well, I mean, I should at least put myself on a camera since my makeup looks pretty good. So here I am. Number 1 is a popular book or series that you did not like. And I'm going with the series, and my answer is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. As you know, if you've been watching me for a while, I read the first 2 books of this series and I hated them both. Like, it was a struggle to get through these books. A huge struggle, and they weren't funny, they weren't interesting, it was just a rip-off, and I really didn't like them, and I have absolutely no interest in finishing them. Like, none. I don't care. I'm not gonna watch the TV show, I don't care about anything about the series at all. Number 2 is a popular book or series that everyone seems to hate, but you love. My answer for this is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. The whole series. This is a tentative answer, I'm going to have to say, because I read this a while ago and I really enjoyed it, I think. I remember wanting the next one and the next one right away. I remember really liking it. However, it's been years and I haven't read it as like an adult who might have some problems with it, but I know a lot of people don't like this book, but the me that read it when I was a teenager loved it. Number 3 is a love triangle where the main character ended up with a person you didn't want them to, or an OTP you don't like. And I usually am pretty canon. I usually like the person that like in a love triangle, I like the pairing that ends up at the end. However, I do have an OTP that is a very unpopular opinion. The OTP I do not like is Percy and Annabeth in the Percy Jackson series and the Heroes of Olympus series. Please don't hate me. I just don't believe it. I don't like that there's that little bit of a love story underneath these books, since they're not like contemporary and they're not really books that need a love story. And also they're so young. And I just don't like it. I really just don't like them. I don't think they're good together. I think Annabeth needs someone smarter than Percy. Percy's an idiot. So yeah, I don't like them together at all. I love these books as a whole, but I just don't think the whole Percy-Annabeth thing is really necessary. Number 4 is a popular book genre that you rarely reach for, and I'm gonna go with paranormal fantasy or like paranormal romance, like anything Twilight related, anything with werewolves, or I mean I realize Shiver has werewolves in it, but any werewolf, fae, vampire type thing, I'm really not into that anymore. Like Vampire Academy was good, but really that's about it. Like I haven't read anything since then. Also, I'm not always reaching for high fantasy. Like I do like it, but I really have to be in a distinct mood to read high fantasy. Number 5 is a popular or beloved character that you do not like. I've got 2 answers for this. First is Snape, because, and I'm going to go on a little rant here because I have issues. A lot of people on the internet have been like, oh my god, I love Snape, he's such a good person, he loved Lily, and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, did you read these books? Snape was not a good person. Snape is a very well-written, well-rounded, well-developed character, but he's a terrible person and no one should like him. He is the bad guy. He treats Harry like garbage because he didn't like that Lily didn't pick him. He is actual scum. Snape is a bad person, and anyone who thinks otherwise is wrong. That's just my opinion on that. But my actual answer to this question is Rose from the Vampire Academy series. I don't really like Rose. I liked her in the beginning, but I didn't even finish the last Vampire Academy book because I was so sick of her. She's a terrible narrator. She is so hot-headed, and I don't know if people like her that much, but I don't really like her at all. I don't really like anyone in this book. I liked Adrian, which is why I like the Bloodline series better. Number 6 is a popular author that you can't seem to get into, and my answer for this is Jennifer L. Armentrout. She wrote Lux series and a bunch of other books, and I've only read Obsidian, the first Lux book, and it was alright. I talked about it in my last video. It's not my favorite thing that I've read, and I don't know if I'm going to continue on. I also don't think I'm going to read anything else by her. I just don't think she can write that well. It didn't blow me away, you know, like why would I read a mediocre author? Number 7 is a popular book trope that you were tired of seeing, and a trope is like an overused like storyline type thing. There's a bunch of these. If you read YA, you've probably noticed like love triangles are pretty awful, and you know, the helpless girl is pretty awful, but my biggest one is the girl who's not like every other girl, the manic pixie dream girl, that girl that's pretty much just what the guy wants her to be, even if she's the main character. Like, I can't. I'm so sick of YA authors, especially male YA authors, making a main girl character and then just putting all of the male fantasies into her. Like, she has no personality outside of that male character. And it really bugs me. Like, I'm just sick of it. I just want strong female characters who don't need men around them. Like Selena from Throne of Glass, and so far, like, I don't remember her name from Queen of the Cheerling, or Daenerys, or people like that. Women who don't need men around them. Or Hermione. Hermione's a great character. She would just stop doing Ron and Harry's homework. She's great. But, you know, Hazel Grace, any of John Green's women characters, Laura Jean from the To All the Boys I Loved Before, any of Stephanie Perkins' novels. I'm sick of those girls. Like, contemporary YA girls bother me, and I'm over them. Number 8 is a popular series that you have no interest in reading, and I have 2 answers for this. The first is Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. This is my mom's favorite book, as I have said before, and it's also Sasha from A Book Utopia's favorite book. And I tried it, you know, I thought it'd be good. I love me a good historical romance, especially with time travel, and that's what that book is, but the book is not for me. There's one point in this book, and I guess spoiler, skip a couple seconds ahead if you don't want to hear this, but one point in this book, Jamie and the main boy and girl are like in a fight, and he wants to like start having sex with her, and she says no, and he does it anyways. That is rape. And she just like eventually just said yes and went along with it, and no one addressed the fact that he raped her. And that's when I put the book down. I was done. I was like, that's not okay. So I have no interest in finishing that series or even the book. Also, as you can probably tell, have no interest in reading the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, since I hate the Mortal Instruments series so much. Number 9, the last one, is the saying goes, a book is always better than the movie, but what movie or TV adaptation do you think is better than the book? And mine is Gossip Girl. I read all the Gossip Girl books in middle school and high school, and I really enjoyed them, but the show is so much better, and it is nothing like the books at all. It's just like the place and the characters' names are the same and nothing else. But I love the way the CW took the show and put it, and I rewatch it all the time. Same with Vampire Diaries, but I've never read the Vampire Diaries book, so I can't compare it that way, but I'm sure it's the same. Those are my extremely unpopular opinions and some rants that I really need to get off of my chest. I've been thinking about them for a while, and also I don't want to study for my exam that's tomorrow. Give this video a thumbs up if you have unpopular opinions, and let me know if you agree with me or what your unpopular opinions are. Link me to your video if you did this tag, because I love watching these tags. And subscribe, the little button down there if you want to see more of my face, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!